Hello everyone. In the previous sessions we have seen two specific applications of GPT models, that is text generation and text summarization. Let us see one more application of GPT models, dialogue system using GPT. What do you mean by dialogue? A two-way communication. You ask a question, the GPT again responds, or it might ask you a question, you respond likewise. So, dialogue system is an AI based system designed with NLP conversations with the users. It can be used for various applications including customer service, virtual assistants, language learning, etc. Sometimes you might have placed an order and you want to have more details of the order, where it is, tracking. While tracking also you want to talk to the customer center, support center, likewise. So, in such cases you need to have a dialogue. Did you ever observe cancelling your order through the chatbot? Therein it will ask what is your name, this is needed for setting up the records, or we want to track the conversation, we want to monitor the conversation, and then it will ask you what is the order you have placed, when did you place, or it will ask you what is the order ID, then automatically it will give you the information once you give the order ID, etc. Right? When it is involved a kind of two-way communication, which is AI assisted and natural language processing assisted, we call it as the dialogue system here. Now, how GPT is assisting us to build a dialogue system? What are the key aspects of that? We will try to discuss here. What are the key aspects of a dialogue system? Natural language understanding. First of all, the GPT model has to understand what type of language or what type of context the user is involved into, what is the dialect there, or sometimes the accent could be different, sometimes the spelling could be different. We know this American English and British English. So, which context you are trying to communicate? It has to understand what natural language you are trying to use. So, we try to use the domain natural language understanding, wherein it has to understand the nuances of the language, syntax, it has to understand semantics, context, everything. So, what it will help the model? It enables the model to interpret the user input properly and respond accordingly. So, GPTs do not rely on predefined responses, but instead generate responses on the fly based on the input they are receiving. You might question, what are the differences between customer support systems which were existing, which are existing right now? During previous times, the customer support systems were predefined answers. They do have predefined. Even today, some of the systems have predefined responses. But if at all you are trying to go for a GPT based dialogue system, they do not have predefined responses. They try to respond on the fly. Whatever is your question right now, for that what could be the response with the available content that they have learnt, right? They do not depend on predefined responses. Contextual understanding, it has understood natural language. Natural language understanding was there. What is the second one? Contextual understanding. What do you mean by contextual understanding? It has to understand all the words in your input sentence, and it has to, from that sentence, it has to take the context. Say for example, you might have typed, I am supposed to receive my order on 7th of November, today is 8th of November, I still did not receive. This is the sentence. So, based on your sentence, the GPT model will try to see the context. Are you worried about receiving your order, or it was urgent for you yesterday, but till today you did not receive it? Are you going for cancellation of that? What exactly is the context? Based on that, it has to respond, right? Then the context is understood. Because it has understood the context, you will get contextually relevant responses. Otherwise, irrelevant responses you will get, and the customer is definitely not happy whenever you are getting irrelevant responses. Response generation, again, abstractive generation and personalization. What is abstractive generation of the responses? GPT generates responses by predicting the next word in a sequence, allowing it to create sentences that sound natural and diverse. The model's ability to generate text on the fly makes it suitable for handling a wide variety of user inputs. Abstractive generation. What do you mean by abstractive generation? You asked for, I am supposed to receive my order on 7th, till 8th I did not receive. Help me on this. So, it first understands you are concerned about your order or product, and it might also understand you want to cancel. So, abstractively it might talk about it will get delayed, right. So, it has given you the information, it might be further delayed. It might be further delayed in the sense you please wait, or you have the option of cancellation. It did not directly hint you to wait, or at the same time it did not directly hint you to cancel that. It has just told it might be further delayed. An abstract response. Now the ball is in your court to decide whether to wait for it or cancel. An abstract response you received. Personalization. GPT can be fine-tuned to create more personalized conversations by training it on domain-specific data, or even adjusting its tone and style of responses based on the user interaction. Sometimes you might observe, it will first ask you what is your name. The moment you give your name, from the next response onwards, it will try to say whatever is your name, comma, we understand your scenario, we are trying to get the data, kindly wait. These are all the responses you will get. So, these are all a kind of personalized responses which the particular organization has opted for. They did not simply want the GPT to respond on whatever is the query, but they wanted to go for a personalized dialogue system. That is also possible, personalized or personalization, abstractive generation. Handling ambiguity. One of the challenges in the dialogue system is handling ambiguity in the user inputs. The GPT models use probabilistic reasoning, meaning they can generate multiple responses when given an ambiguous or incomplete question. Sometimes the user asks a question which is not clear, then the GPT model might ask for, can you clarify the question? Say for example, the user might have asked for, suppose I asked a question like this, when will be net released? Which net are you talking about? Are you talking about an exam? Are you talking about a notification for a certain thing called net? Or are you talking about a particular net which is fixed for fishing? When are you going to release it? What kind of net are you talking about? So, the GPT has multiple meanings for the sentence. It is unable to pick up a particular sentence in order to respond. Such kind of ambiguities, how is it going to handle? In such cases, it might ask you some clarifications, right? Then tone and sentiment. Sometimes the GPT model might be fine-tuned and prompted in order to generate responses in different tones or sentiments, making them suitable for formal customer service to friendly virtual assistants. If you see some of the travel ticket bookings and travel booking assistants, they might ask your name. Henceforth, whatever your question is, okay Sridevi, can you please wait? Okay Sridevi, we are searching for the most possible and friendly option for you. Can you please mind waiting? Do you mind waiting? We are almost there. Within 10 seconds, we are going to get you the response. The person is ready. Would you like to talk? So, various formal communication to normal Alexa like, which will try to talk to you as if your friend is talking, right. So, what kind of communication you are expecting, with what kind of tone and sentiment. What are various types of dialogue systems used in GPT? Task oriented dialogue, it just works for a specific task. So, here you have an example: booking a flight, ordering a food, troubleshooting a technical issue. So, these are task specific dialogues. You cannot expect the dialogue used for ordering food is same as the dialogue for booking a flight ticket. They both are different, the dialogues are different there, the sentences which we use for communication are different there. So, those are task specific dialogue systems. Open domain dialogue system. What is open domain dialogue system? These systems are designed to handle wide range of topics, engaging the users in free flowing natural conversations. The goal is not the task completion, but to keep the conversation going smoothly and engagingly. Normal chit chat applications, the chatbot, these are all the applications which will engage the user till a particular customer service representative is ready. So, we call such kind of applications or dialogue systems as open domain dialogue systems. Hybrid dialogue systems, the same organization might hold for a dialogue system with both personalization as well as open domain dialogue system. So, if you see the example, when you are booking a flight ticket, it might also engage you in a casual chat while processing your request. Like when you are booking a ticket to so and so place, shall I suggest you what are the places you need to visit there? That is not part of flight booking, but still it is trying to suggest you that. And it might also suggest you what are the possible hotels where you can find accommodation. That is not part of flight booking, but still it suggests you, right. And what are the local options for commuting, all such things. So, that is open domain dialogue system. What are the key advantages? Flexibility, because you are customizing it to various kinds of applications under different domains. Human like responses, you feel as if the other side is also a human being, but in reality a GPT could be responding to you. Contextual awareness and ease of deployment, no much hassles in deploying the GPT. And what are the challenges? Always, these challenges will always be there when you are working with the GPT. After all, it is a machine which is trying to generate the text. And example of GPT dialogue system, this I have taken from ChatGPT. Just go through this dialogue system. The user is asking for, can you recommend me which movie to watch? The GPT says, sure, which kind of movies do you like? What is the genre you are liking? And the user responds with what kind of genre of movies he likes, and GPT is recommending a movie to watch. So, conclusion, the dialogue systems are giving the feel like human beings are communicating with one another. Maybe one side the user is sitting, the other side the GPT model is communicating, giving a feel as if the user is communicating with another human being. And these are trying to leap into various applications, various organizations, wherein organizations are trying to hold their customer while on the go of communication and giving the details. So, these are some of the applications which I tried to highlight. There are many more applications for GPT models. Thank you.